And you tell me that does not affect the Black community?
I'm telling you that you've bought in to a way of viewing this country through the eyes of white people, and you don't acknowledge that ever since white people been in this country, it's been more foreign born babies than native babies. And now one of us indigenous. You're not indigenous to this country. I'm not indigenous to this country. Nah, that's what we're talking about. You didn't acknowledge the fortune.
We're
You
indigenous
even
to this
acknowledge.
nation. We're indigenous to this
Yes.
nation, though.
Yes, within his nation. Within his
Right.
nation. Within his nation. Put
That's
like this, like this, like this, like this,
that's
like
the
this,
whole
like this,
concept
like
of
this.
foundational Black American, right
Like
there.
this now, fam. But it's like y'all found like y'all framework of foundational Black American is so devoid that it doesn't acknowledge how people like Donald Trump is a third generation, second generation, you feel me, European man. Y'all allow for second, third generation Europeans to claim American identity with no issue at all. But when it comes to Black people doing it, they tethers. You feel me? So the question becomes how far we got to go back for a person not to be considered a tether, but also this like how come you ain't got this smoke towards Donald Trump?
You understand?
White folks are like, last time. So for the Black folks watching this, when we start telling white people about their people owning slaves, how many white people love to point out that their people didn't own slaves? They were just German immigrants. They were French immigrants. They were Italian immigrants. And think about how every time you hear about the notion of birthright citizenship, how it's not directed towards those good old second, third generation Europeans that love to tell you about how their parents were immigrants. Or think about it like this. When y'all up there in Detroit, or you feel me, you in New York or you in Maine, how come our news don't crystallize and don't criminalize the white Canadians the way they do them brown folks down south of the border? Nigel and FBA would never, ever, ever be real and acknowledge how racially charged immigration in this country has always been. That's the reason why they sort of say, well, if white folks say fuck they immigrants, then Black folks say that too. It's like, well, white immigrants get way more privilege than the Black ones get.
So I appreciate you, bro, for giving me this opportunity to come up here respectfully